In this video series, we will show you how we install a gold metallic specialty flake flooring system. The first and most important step is the prep work. We have to achieve a CSP, or concrete surface profile, of between 2 and 4. We are using a concrete grinder to profile the area in which we are installing this flooring system. And concrete grinding will achieve this task, which will allow for proper adhesion. Now that the entire area has been ground and cleaned, we are ready to move on to the next step, which is applying the base coat. But before doing so, we have outlined the perimeter with blue painter's tape. It is almost showtime, and we have placed flakes in buckets for easier transporting and broadcasting. Today we are applying gold, silver, and bronze metallic flakes. These flakes are much lighter than your typical vinyl flakes. Now it's time to lay the base coat. As you can see, we have applied the base coat in puddles or ribbons across the floor. Now we are using the magic trowel to spread the product across the surface. 100% coverage is not required at this time. Prior to utilizing the roller, it's very important that it's saturated. This is a very important step. Rolling will assure the product is evenly spreaded across the surface and that 100% coverage is achieved. We continue with this process until a large area of the base coat has been applied across the surface. The purpose of continuous rolling is for even distribution, which will benefit the overall success of the floor installation. Now that we have a large area of the surface coated, it's time to start broadcasting the flakes into the floor. It's very important that you start broadcasting the flakes into the floor in a timely manner, because once this product starts to set up, and if you have not started broadcasting the flakes into the floor, you are in trouble. It is very important that you know your products prior to installation. Reading the instructions allows for you to know how much pot life as well as working time you have prior to the product starting to set up. When working with polyaspartics, polyurethane, and epoxies, time is of the essence. Each product has a different working time, pot life, and mixing ratio. That's why it's important to know your product prior to installation. We continue this process until the floor is completely covered with flakes. Teamwork makes the dream work. Did you see that handoff? Let's slow this thing down. As you can see, it was very windy in South Florida on this day, and snow and gold. Like my boys the men would say, let it snow. We continue broadcasting until rejection. As you can see, we have created a unique, real gold floor. Day 2, we began by removing any loose or excess flakes. After cleaning, we began sanding the floor with a rotary machine, also known as a floor buffer. We place a 100 grit sanding screen beneath the machine to remove any rough edges and to ensure the floor is completely flat. After sanding, we used a broom to remove any residue, dust, or any particles that were left on the floor from sanding. Now that the floor is sanded and cleaned, we are now ready for our second broadcast. The floor is looking beautiful. We could leave it at this stage and begin to apply the top coat. However, with this type of specialty floor, we always apply a second broadcast.